Well, the award-winning musical Sunday in the Park with George is now running at the Pasadena Playhouse, and the show kicks off a month-long celebration of the works of Stephen Sondheim, who passed away in 2021. And Sarna Lapine is director of the musical. She joins me now to tell us more about the show. Welcome. It's so good to have you.
Thank you.
So we have to let people know a little backstory here because we're talking about Sondheim, but it was Sondheim and your uncle.
Yes.
That actually did this first.
Yes.
Tell me the intersection here.
So James Lapine and Stephen Sondheim were introduced in the 1980s, and they developed Sunday in the Park with George at Playwrights Horizons, which was an off-Broadway theater. And then James wrote the book, Sondheim wrote the music and lyrics, and then James directed the original production off-Broadway and then on Broadway at the Booth Theater, which opened in 1983.
Wow, and now here you are. I mean, really, what an ode to both of them for you to be here doing this.
Well, I'm eternally grateful to both of them for so many things. I saw the original production on Broadway when I was 8 years old.
Oh, wow.
Sitting on a pile of winter coats because I couldn't see above the grown-up in front of me. And was absolutely mesmerized by it. I had never seen anything like that. And so, like a lot of people, fell in love with the score and with the story, and was just really fortunate to have the opportunity to work with James and Steve on this in 2017.
Wow. Now, for people who have never seen it and don't know much about it, explain what this really is.
It's a lot of things, and it's a lot of things. I think the show, one, I would describe it as a modern classic. It is a work that sort of deepens over time, and I think it means different things to you at different stages of your life. So I was able to connect with it as an 8-year-old, and then over decades reconnect with it again and again. And I think it's a story very much about the creative process, about the sort of collective genius of what happens when artists see the world in a different way and want to reflect that back to the communities they live in. It's a love story. It's about this incredible woman, Dot, who's a muse and a mother and what I call a modern woman ahead of her time. And as James has often said to me, it really is about children and art and the kind of things that you leave behind and what endures.
And are you taking any of what you saw as a child sitting on those coats with you now as you direct this?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And the main thing is just wonder. Like, no matter how many times I work on this show, it always surprises me. I'm always in awe of how smart and funny and gorgeous and just economical it is. And what I feel like I gained this time was really understanding the chemistry between these two collaborators, starting out in their relationship together as creators, that they were having such a good time just getting to know each other and realizing they had this deep connection about how they saw the world. And to me, that's been really beautiful to revisit on this production.
Well, it sounds amazing. Thank you so much for making time for us today. And again, you can see Sunday in the Park with George at the Pasadena Playhouse. The show runs through March 19th. And you can find more information by just going to our website, kcalnews.com, and click Seen on TV.